Hi guys, it's Ross at FoodTravelMusicLove.com. Inspiration from the heart. Welcome to one of our Tripadvisor reviews, this time Weymouth Sealife Centre. Weymouth Sealife Adventure Park is literally right next door to Lodmore Country Park and the Pirate Adventure. There's a golf place. It's really great for kids. This is a huge kind of adventure area. Children, families, anyone would probably love this place. I don't know what the prices are like for some of the other things that were there. I didn't check that out, but it will be typical seaside resort prices, I'm sure. It's just off the coast. Huge big car park there, massive coach park as well. I would imagine this is the main coach park for Weymouth. Everything all in one big spot here. There's public toilets right there at the coach park and car park as well. You're literally surrounded by amenities, as well as the other adventure areas and the attractions that are around the Sealife Centre. You have got restaurants, bars, everything just minutes walk as soon as you get outside. Fish and chips galore. You've got the seaside right over the road. Brilliant location. The site did seem to cater for all mobility issues. Didn't seem to be too much of a problem there. Quite flat. I didn't actually see whether they could get down into the behind the scenes tour. Wheelchairs could get down there, but I'm pretty sure everything seems to be okay there. Seems to be ticking all the boxes. I did speak to somebody and they said that they got around the site okay and they were in a wheelchair, so I'll take their word for that. Let's have a look at the services and facilities. If you want to get up close and personal with the animals yourself, you can actually arrange your own feeding sessions. That's quite a nice thing to do. Again, any age, I'd like to do that sort of thing myself. I might steer clear of the sharks. I'm pretty sure we become the food then. Really geared up towards kids. As I was queuing up, constantly playing the Peppa Pig theme tune. Couldn't work out why. I didn't understand what the relevance was. I thought I was at Poulton's Park, but why are they playing Peppa Pig music? And then once you get inside, you can see that Peppa Pig plays quite a big role in this. Lots of pictures of Peppa Pig around, and there are meet Peppa Pig opportunities throughout the day, probably in school holidays. I don't think many 75-year-old people particularly want to go and see Peppa Pig when they're there and the school's on. So I'm pretty sure at school holidays, weekends, meet Peppa Pig various times throughout the day. That's really nice that Peppa Pig does that and comes all the way down from Poulton Park. There's a really good behind the scenes tour. That was really interesting. I wonder whether they actually did that financially, thinking of different ways to try and get people in. I don't know how long they've been doing it. It might be something they've introduced since COVID. It might be something that a lot of other places will think about and think, well, you know, we might as well open up these areas, you know, encourage a few people to get down there. Didn't cost any more. It was just part of the tour, so that's really good. Getting in a behind the scenes thing, I think you need to book a certain slot to get down there, but behind the scenes tours are available at the Weymouth Sealife Centre. They've got a nice big shop, plenty of toilets, got a cafe, a couple of cafes actually, at different areas around the park, so that's good. Homemade pizzas, that's a really nice thing for me. They have also got various outdoor small seating areas as well. I'm not sure whether you're allowed to take your own food in there or not, but outdoor seating areas are available if you wanted to go out and enjoy the sun. A quick section on food and drink. The cafe was just closing up as we were leaving, but the cafe there did look to be nice and clean. Not bad prices. I've got to say the prices didn't seem to be too bad. Freshly baked pizzas, that meets with my approval. I hope the taste would have done as well. I might have to go and try it out sometime. But some nice offers there at the cafe, a couple of cafe options. I would be concerned if you were going as a group at a peak time that there might not be enough space for a group. They do seem to prefer apparently the groups just to go in and kind of free flow and just go and do your own thing in terms of dining, because they haven't really got a big large dining area, so they prefer people to just come and hit them as and when they arrive rather than one big group of 50. But if you're on your own, you might want to be concerned about a group arriving, and that's a good thing if you're on your own. If you're part of a group, you might find that a little bit easier rather than have to sort of get in and sit down with another 50 people waiting for your food. So food options there, or you could just go and visit the Sealife Centre and then head out to the many dining areas and options outside the park. Always have a quick look at value for money before we get to the official rating. £18, £19 odd, I think, if you book in advance. Tickets are available from about that sort of price. possibly a little bit lower, especially if you're coming as a group. They're always trying to accommodate groups. So not too bad. On the pricier side of things, I would think, but that again I think is pretty standard for most Sealife centres. Also, if you check out that stat there, a lot of water's being used, so their water bill must be astronomical, all to keep the fishes nice and healthy. So do get along and support these places. I would say it's a little bit pricey. Our rating is also going to be kind of reflected upon the fact that they weren't expecting us as a group. There was a little bit of a disappointment there when we arrived. They were certainly expecting us. They didn't seem to be when we arrived. That would be a bit of a concern to me if I was arriving as part of a group, or anything pre-booked for that matter. Doesn't matter whether it's a group or if you've got a pre-booked admission ticket. They should know that you're arriving and what slot you've booked. So I was a little bit concerned with that. With that in mind, it was a really, really big site. Great facilities there, really large site, biggest site I've seen as a Sealife. That's one really big plus point. So a really huge site there. With all of that in mind, our official FoodTravelMusicLove.com rating is 7 out of 10. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Get along to the Sealife Centre. Please like, subscribe. We'll be back with you again soon. Ross, FoodTravelMusicLove.com, inspiration from the heart.